Well, hello there everyone. Welcome to the next section of this little tour. And what I've done on this one is I just skipped some of the setup process just for the interest of the video and just split up a wee bit. And got to this stage where we're ready to, mainly just about take off. We'll start taxiing. So I think in the process I'm just trying to get autopilot set up a wee bit in case I decide to do that. And what I've noticed from a different tip that I found out, that if you apply yourself a tiny little bit of mixture, it helps with the taxiing process. So whether that's true or not I don't know, but it was a wee handy tip I found from someone else, so I just started using it. No harm in it. Hopefully it passes on to somebody else if it is a handy tip. I don't know if it is or not, but okay. So we're ready to rock and roll then, peeps. And as you can see, the weather's not on my side today. I have got live weather back on again. I've sorted my settings out, so this might be a little bit of an interesting flight to say the least. But yeah, the clouds don't look too great, so let's see how we get on.
Asturias ground Bravo, Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee, ready to taxi west departure.
Bravo, Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee taxi to and hold short of runway 29er via taxiway Bravo Tango. Contact tower on 121.5 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 29er using taxiway Bravo Tango Uniform Zulu Yankee.
Well then, ATC taken care of. We're en route once again. And I think this was the same. Was this the same way I came in? Can't remember what the 29 I set myself up on. I think it was. So we're heading out in the same direction. Like I said in the last video, I'm not looking to see which way is better for live weather. I'm just using ATC, and if they tell me wrong and we fly into wind, then that's the fun choice of the sim, I guess. No, at the moment I'm just going to follow ATC all the time, and then as I progress I'll start looking to which direction we should be flying. And fingers crossed in the new sim the ATC gets a bit better and it actually takes into consideration of what way the wind's blowing and things like that, especially if seasons come into it. So hopefully that should be good.
Asturias Tower,
Yeah.
Bravo, Sierra Uniform, Zulu Yankee, ready at runway 29er west departure.
Bravo, Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee altimeter 29.97 wind calm departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 29er.
Cleared for takeoff runway 29er Uniform Zulu Yankee.
Okay, so just do a wee quick check. Make sure nothing's definitely in his way. Nope, don't see anything, so let's get ourselves established and onto the runway. And away we go. As you can see, maybe it's the effect of live weather that I don't stay in a straight line. So, yeah, I'm getting better. Smooth takeoff. I'm not so bad at them. It's quite good. Don't need to worry about that.
Uniform Zulu Yankee, continue for west departure.
Asturias Tower Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee, continue for west departure.
And this is manually flying at this point. I was trying to sort out my trim, so I think that's why I deviate a wee bit off the course. I'm trying to, I think I had problems with the wee actual toggle switch that I set up for my trim in this particular bit of the fight. But I get there, get myself settled, put myself back online, and I'll stick myself on autopilot. As you can see, those clouds are approaching fast.
Uniform Zulu Yankee, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Asturias Tower Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee frequency change. Asturias Approach Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee is type C182 RG 5 miles west of Asturias, 2,200 feet. Request flight following.
Bravo, Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee Asturias approach. Squawk 7557.
Squawk 7557 Uniform Zulu Yankee.
Uniform Zulu Yankee radar contact 6 miles west of Asturias, 2,200 feet. Altimeter 29.97.
Roger Uniform Zulu Yankee.
Well, okay. I think we're looking all good. And what I tend to try and do as well, I think I try and bring myself down just a wee bit. Do it at this stage? Can't remember if I do. No, it's just a sitting duck game at this point. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I thought I did. And in this particular flight as well, while this is happening, there was a couple of POIs, but with me being the basic sim, I only had one on the bit that I could select, and I think it was some sort of town, so we only had one stop on the way, and that's where we're heading to at the moment. But as you can see, these clouds ahead of us does not look great for this little plane. And I did skip forward a wee second ago, but it's almost certain somebody noticed. But I stopped it at this point because of these clouds, and I wanted to see what it looks like coming through. Because technically in real life I would have been vectored away from these and I wouldn't have been allowed to do what I'm just doing. So that's why it was a wee bit interesting in the sim to see what happens. I was curious. I'm going quite fast as well, which is kind of worrying. And noise and everything rattle. I don't know if it's raining or there's some sort of storm and you can see it just sort of at the side of the glass there. Look, some of them lines. Some sort of storm at this wee bit. Who knows what it is, but I really shouldn't have been flying through. But it's a game. Let's give it a go and see what happens. It's an experience at the end of the day. But it does look as though we're coming clear of it. And I don't think I would have liked to have been in the plane in real life going through that cloud, because that did not look great. And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been allowed either. I think we would have been told to abort, or we would have been rerouted round it somehow. But then again, yeah. So we're just heading up to this first POI town on the edge of the coast. Oh, look at that. Whoa. What kind of storm is that? I wonder if it's coming off the sea. But hey, we're through and we're alive. That's all that matters. And since we're coming along and round the coast here, I'll let you see some of the scenery. I think some of the beaches along here was quite nice. It did look like these seaside towns as it was spawning in. And I spy something here, which is why I went into drone cam. Maybe my newly found friends are getting me addicted looking looking about, but look what I found! Another bridge. Is it a bit of a worry that I'm looking out for bridges these days? I don't know. But there you go, folks. There's another bridge there for you if you want it. That looks like a nice wee seaside town while I'm over here. Yep. I'm still getting used to drone cams, so bear with me. It's flying along with the plane, remember, and I'm fighting against it. Yeah, that looks like a nice wee town. In that kind of area. And it does look as though it's great scenery. And at this point here as well, there's some sort of runway below us. Don't know what airport that is. Or if it's a wee airfield or something, who knows. But we're not requested to land there, so we'll head off to this POI town here. And I think I just use drone cam as well, just to go a wee bit ahead, just to see what's up here before we have to yeah, it just looks like a nice wee sort of town. Doesn't look as though there's anything spectacular here. From what I can see at the moment, but the scenery is quite nice. It's a great wee flight, this. I'm glad the person that created it done it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. as we're coming to approach this wee town. I think what we'll do is we'll do a wee quick scan about, and we'll fast forward very slightly around about that town area. I'll catch you all up there soon. Well, I think we just passed the town, to be honest. Yeah, we did. Apologies, the town must have been below us in the last wee bit there. So what I did here is I stopped us at this point because I was trying to configure myself to come into the airport and pick up where I'm going to go, so we'd use the procedures once again. One of these days I'll probably try and do it manually as well. Might give it a go without having to use the Garmin's, but you never know. 2-1 looks like a good general direction that we're flying in, so I think that looks like the best one to set up with. And I think I'm just sitting here trying to work out. I'll just go with vectors because there are other waypoints amongst it anyway, so why not? So I think I come back to the plan, try to zoom in just a wee bit till we see whereabouts all the fixes are on this route, and we'll just set ourselves up for that first waypoint. Yep, and we're underway. And I don't know if you can see ahead, I kind of sort of left quite a bit of this section in because very soon we stumble upon a very large wind farm. I think you can see it slightly in the distance at the moment. I wonder, maybe see if anybody wants a task later on, trying to see if they can count how many they can spot. And you'll soon see why in a wee minute. Oh, I gave up, but feel free, let me know in the comments if you take on the task. This point, it just looks kind of normal. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary at this point. Apart from approaching these high mountains. The scenery's still quite nice, look at that. Yeah, and I think at this point I'm looking under just to see if we're going to make that. I don't think we are. If we are, we're very close to it. So I take myself off autopilot and I try, because I don't want to hit these turbines. So I want to try and get myself over them and round them if I can. Because I shouldn't be flying anywhere near them, but yeah, we're still trying to redirect ourselves round here. And look at that, there's even more of them. You see what I mean? There's thousands of them. Which is, in a way, is a really, really good thing for the environment, to be honest. Wish every country would do this, in a way. And I wonder, am I going to make this? Oh, it's touch and go. Oh, I think we're alright. I think we're alright. Yeah. Whew. Right, well, things look to be okay now, hopefully. We're going to zoom in the middle of these. Like I said again, I don't think MD would have been allowed to fly in this area, or especially this low. We would have been told to go higher. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, chopped off my wing there nearly. Luckily I've not got any faults and things switched on, and I take myself off autopilot again because I've realised these being more here in that very, 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 very close call that I might need to manoeuvre myself just a wee bit. And I did think about going up the middle of the wee section there, and I thought, nah, I'm going to end up getting myself stuck. But I reckon it's definitely at least in the hundreds. At least it's a 3-figure amount of them in that wind farm. I don't know, but look at it. It's a nice place for it, I suppose, as well. Providing energy to everywhere around, which is quite good. And that's the reason I wanted to keep it in, because it was a little bit of an interesting bit of the flight there. And that was the most interesting bit I had, apart from the clouds. The most interesting section I had in this wee leg. So, apart from a couple of bits of nice scenery, right enough. There wasn't much of the normal POIs that were supposed to be around this area. When you had to have extra mods. So let's just bring myself closer to the approach. And at this stage, when we come in, I'm trying to work out whereabouts the actual airport is. And I'll take myself round the side of this island, I think, just to see if we can see it. Still think it's a wee bit further away, to be honest, but I don't want to fly over that wee mountain again. I want to try and keep myself as low as possible, especially trying to come in for the approach very soon. So I'll follow myself round the edge of this coast and we'll see what we get. There is one or two people flying around with me this time. Not many, there's one or two. think I'm hand flying at this particular moment as well. Pretty sure I was hand flying because I was just trying to bring myself, yeah, because that's me put myself in active pause to see whereabouts I actually am. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was hand flying myself there, very slightly, because of the mountains and because of the way it was going to maybe take me as well. I thought I'll go around the edge of the coast and I'll have a wee peek. But this is me trying to establish myself exactly whereabouts I'm facing. I think the airport's supposed to be just a wee bit ahead of us there. I think what I ended up doing is I managed to think I figured myself out and I come out into the sea a wee bit further out. See if I can get back on course. Just before I drift off too far. I don't want to be coming into the runway at the wrong side of things. And that's me putting myself back on autopilot. So yeah, I was manually flying. I thought so. So we'll just do what this Garmin says and we'll change the course while we're here. I think I put myself in pause here again. Just to figure out what's happening. Put myself back on nav mode. And yep, so I end up putting myself back online, no problem. Get myself configured on final here, and I'll let you watch the approach coming in. It's stuck in the middle of a town here by the looks of things. I'm trying to work out if I'm actually a bit high. The way that the glide slope has captured. I think it's captured. Still feels as though a bit high though. Right, I'll manually fly this in. Try and see if I can bring myself down just a wee bit. I think I'm going to come off with the threshold a wee bit far along the runway, but there's plenty of runway for this little plane, so I wasn't caring about that. Bring myself in nicely. It wasn't the best approach in the world, but we're here. Oh, damn it! Oh well. Our streak's not happening on this one. But yeah. So I think because I came along the runway a wee bit too far, I end up actually getting myself lost. I don't know how, but I do. I'll bang myself off the runway. For starters. We'll get rid of this information here while we're there. See that wee bit there was flashing a minute ago? I wonder if that's a wee sun visor. Has anybody ever noticed that?
Uniform Zulu Yankee, did you copy?
Does the 182 have a wee sun visor at the top of it?
121.7 for Uniform Zulu Yankee.
I might investigate that. Yep, so that's on that close. Right, so let's figure out whereabouts we are. try and get some taxi clearance.
La Coruña ground Bravo, Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee request taxi to parking.
Bravo, Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee taxi to general aviation parking.
Okay. So, where's my blue lines?
Uniform Zulu Yankee, did you hear
Oh.
my last transmission?
Oh, that may be why. Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking, Uniform Zulu Yankee.
Right, so now we've still got taxi clearance. It does look ahead up there is where I'm supposed to be, but somehow when I was flying this, I don't seem to notice that that's where the actual airport is up there to ahead of us. Direct ahead of where we are. We maybe should have just went along the runway a wee bit, or alongside the runway. Up there, right, just up there. I don't notice that that's where it is, and I don't know why I don't notice. And somehow decide when I do come back to turn my plane round in the opposite direction. Why? Who knows? Somebody coming down an approach, or we're just going across this runway. See, this is why I chose. Why did I want to cross this runway and not just head up along the side? Maybe I was getting tired or something, I don't know. But there's somebody coming in an approach there now, so I do need to stay off the runway. Whoops. Sorry, pal. I'll keep out your road if I can. Stay over here. Promise. Why I come down to this edge of the runway, I don't know. And I seem to also pick up in this wee road, which is not for planes, it's for cars, or for the aviation transport. It's not for us. But, yeah, well, it's a sim. I'm where I'm supposed to be, so bit of fun. So I think what we'll do is we'll watch this guy coming in, and that what my plan was to watch this guy coming in, or this person coming in, but I think my video cut out too soon, and as you can see I didn't get the recording. But hope you all enjoyed yourself again in this little video, and see you soon.